morning and welcome to Smart CRM Coaching with Mona Karda, episode 4, and it is Tuesday, August the 31st. So welcome and enjoy. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 4. So today we're going to be discussing on how to create search alerts and how to create active campaigns and market reports, how to do seller reports and things like that. So why don't we all start from going to your KvCore. You're gonna, once you log in, you're gonna have your dashboard, all your information here on the left-hand side. Before we go to actual, to a contact to set up the search alert, I just wanted everyone to know you can go to see any of my recordings from monakarda.com, and you just click on the YouTube icon on the very top right, and all my videos will be there. Or you can go here, which is support and training on the left-hand side here. If you click, and it'll take you to KvCore platform where they have the basics, master KvCore and training resources. You can click on any of these links and they can help you set up your system. So this is fantastic. This is how I learned. So, you know, if this is something that you don't want to wait every Tuesdays for the training, or you don't want to go through all the videos, this is a quick set up your profile, import your leads, start using your website. So definitely recommend that. Again, it's under the support and training. You can also click on Learning Portal. Learning Portal will also populate from Core Learning, all the quick courses, and you can go through them. They're about 4 minutes long each video, and they're great, you know, so definitely try doing that if that's something that you're interested in. So today we're doing search alerts. Okay, so let's go into your contacts. So we're going to go on the left-hand side where it says Smart CRM, and we're going to click on all contacts. I'm actually already on that page. And for privacy purposes, I changed my columns here to not show first names. So remember, you have that option. We did that last week, how to customize your Smart CRM the way you'd like to see it viewed. You can change any of these icons at the bottom here. So we're going to go ahead and click on my fake lead that we have in the system, and that is Mona Smith. So once I'm in Mona Smith's actual profile, you can see here on the left-hand side, we have the client journey. So the client journey will automatically go from sphere to prospect to new lead to active lead, client, contract, and then closed. Sometimes you might have leads coming in directly as a new lead. So they might start from new lead, active lead, and so forth. This was a manual input, so therefore I created it as a sphere. Okay, on the left-hand side here, we can see the little pencil icon is what you can use to edit or make any changes. If you do, you just click on it and then you want to click save after you do that. So we have this Mona Smith is a buyer and she is also a seller, so she can be both, doesn't just have to be one. You can pick renter, vendor, agent, anything, whatever works for you or what you'd like to use. Hashtags, you don't need to do this, but if you want to add hashtags, you can click hashtag, you know, the city that they're in, or hashtag, you know, perhaps they came in as a new lead. So that hashtag will automatically be a part of that campaign. So here you can see is the actual timeline of everything that's happened with this lead from beginning to end. We inputted this lead, I think, in our episode 1, so it wasn't not too long ago. Anyway, so here we go. On the right-hand side is where we're going to see we can make a new call, we can add a note, we can send an email, send a text, voicemail drop, core video, and we have more actions as well. If you have 2 leads that came in that are similar, you can have the option of merging that contact. You can transfer a lead as well to any agent that's in your, I guess, group, I believe. Let me see, when I click here, can I put in anybody's name? Let's see who's not in my group. Great. Oops. Yeah, so I can. So I do have the option of transferring the lead to GroupRead if I wanted to. Once I transfer that lead will no longer exist in your database, okay? So let's go here on the, sorry, that was with merging or transferring a lead. You can merge. Here you can see if the client has unsubscribed from your emails. If they have, it will say subscribe from emails. Same here, same thing here at the bottom where it says text message as well. So these are certain things that you can just kind of go through. We touched base on this in week 1, but you can also delete a contact if you wanted to. I recommend you don't delete a contact. I would just say to change the settings if you wanted it to be changed. Maybe you don't want any automation to go through. If that's the case, you want to turn off any behavioral alerts. That way that they're not being activated and the AI is sending them text messages or emails. And we did go over all this as well, finding them on Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, and I'm not too familiar with what the other two are. So property alerts. That's what we're going to do. We're going to set up Mona Smith on a search alert. So we're going to go ahead and click on the property alerts here, or we can even go on the top here. These are our tabs. We've got timeline, profile details. We've got alerts, files, transactions, tasks. So we're going to go ahead and click on alerts. So I can have two options. I can either go from here or I can go here, but I'm going to click up here and go to alerts. And sorry, just 1 second. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go here and I'm going to click on, I had set up an alert for this lead last week, but let's go ahead and just click edit or let's go to edit. Let's go to alert 2. So you can set up 2 alerts per contact. Okay. So in alert number 2, oh, this information populates again. That's interesting. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So now we're on search, we're on alert number 2 and it says not set up. So let's set up Mona Smith on a search alert, okay? Last week we went by clicking on draw map and you can enter in the location that you want and you can simply click on draw area and just take your arrows and go ahead and draw. This week, we're going to do actual names of the city. So let's say we're interested in looking for Mississauga. And 1 second, Mississauga. And let's say they're also interested in Oakville. So I'm going to go ahead and click Oakville and you just give it a minute or 2 until it like populates all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and click Oakville. And I think that neighborhood Mississauga, neighborhood Oakville. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Let me just see what's going on upstairs with my children for a second. 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. That was a quick stop. I'm recording. Okay, so so if we go to search alerts, we go ahead and we click on neighborhood Mississauga, neighborhood Oakville. So now we got our areas. You can choose different areas as well, and then you can click on listing type. So listing type, is it a business? Is it a commercial lease? Looking at commercials, condos, farm, industrial land, what is it that you're looking for? So let's say we're going to look for single family, and let's say we're also going to say multifamily, and maybe even townhomes. Okay, let's just kind of keep it broad and open. We're not really sure. Price range, you can go ahead and put in anything you want. Maybe, you know, in our area here, like between 800,000 to let's say $1.2 million. Not even sure if you can find that in Oakville for $1.2 million, but let's go ahead and just say that. And bedrooms, let's say they're looking for 3+, baths as well, maybe 2.5+. And square footage, if you want to be a little bit more detailed, you can, but I do find that not everybody puts in the square footage. Acres, if this is something that your client is really interested in, specify that this is what they're looking for, then I would highly put this in, but I'm going to keep this open for now. Years built, this is pretty big too. A lot of people prefer something newer, or some people prefer something older. I'm not sure, it depends on who your clients are, but you have that option. You also have options to add keywords. The other options here are that something that's just listed, it's something that's walkable, fixer-upper, newly built, open house. There's a whole bunch of stuff, maybe golf course, waterfront, water view. I hope everyone can see this. Lease to own, 3 garage. These are some of the, certain things that maybe they want that allows pets. Master on main, that's a really big one. I had a client like that who needed that, but so let's just leave it. I'm going to leave mine just open for now. And you also have the option of how often do you want them to receive this email? Do you want them to receive it never? If you click on never, that means you're actually stopping the alert, okay? Do you want them to receive it ASAP, daily, twice weekly, once weekly, twice a month, or monthly? If someone tells you, if a lead comes in, we always try to categorize them into 3 areas of understanding, like what column they would go into. So either there's somebody who are interested in buying now, or maybe there's somebody who's interested in never buying, or maybe there's someone who's interested in buying something in the future, which we call as nurture. So now, never, or nurture. Typically, people fall into the nurture category. So you want to pick, based on that, you want to pick which one you'd want to use. So I'm going to say, I want this person to receive it daily, because I want them to daily to receive an email from Mona Karda saying, hey, this is what's available in the area, okay? And we can also click on the email CC. So is there anybody else that you want to add on this email? So maybe their spouse or someone else, whoever is interested in purchasing this house, if it's a joint or not, okay? So once we do that, we can go ahead and click on set alert. And once the alert is set, you'll be able to see that there is 68 homes that are available. So let's view them all by clicking here. So this is what they would see actually. So if I go ahead, so once they receive this, they're going to receive something like this. It's going to say, I agree. Sorry, one second. Where did it go? Oh, I was on alert 1, I'm sorry. So you want to make sure your tab is highlighted on alert 2. That's where you can see all the results. So there are 68 results. This is what they would be looking at. This is what they would receive, okay? You can do a couple of things. You can either email this recent results. You can text the recent results, or you can copy the link. So if I wanted to email the recent results, I would click email, and the link will automatically generate here for you. You can go ahead and pick a template. Remember, we have pre-populated campaigns set up in our KvCore system. I believe when you're new, there also is a certain amount that are given to you, and you can, of course, add more. If you have any questions regarding this, this is something that we do discuss a little bit later on. But again, if you go to monakarda.com, click on the YouTube icon, you'll be able to see when I talked about how to set up campaigns. So you can also do that. So these are those campaigns that were set up, and you can go ahead and pick something from here, or you can simply just have your own writing, your own body of text or email that you want to write. So, something along the lines of, hi, whoever it is, oh, hi, it's hi Mona, I believe it is. And, thought you might be interested in these properties. Tell me what you think, right? And then she can just click on this and she'll be able to view all the properties, and you will get on the back end what she viewed, what did she like, what she didn't like, how many times she viewed it, and at what time she viewed it at, and at what location did she view it? Did she view it on her desktop or did she view it on her mobile? Okay. Subject, I think you may like these listings. You can change that if you don't like that. It's completely up to you. You can add other links in here. This is what the body of the message looks like, and you can go ahead and hit send. Okay. Or you can text. I find a lot of people prefer text these days. I don't know, just easier. They do get a lot of emails, and sometimes the emails fall into spam, or they're not getting them. I'm not sure. They say that they're going to go to it later and then they forget. So it's up to you. You can hit them twice. You can hit them on a email and text. It's up to you. But when you do set up the search alert, it is sent via email. So if you were to go into this client's profile, which is what we're doing right now, I would probably send this one via text and let the automation send it through email. Okay, you can copy the link. Now, why would you copy the link? Because if it's being text, if it's being emailed, what's the point of copying the link? You can copy the link and maybe just send it to them in another form that you might be communicating with them. If you're communicating with them through, let's say, WhatsApp, this is not, there is no option for WhatsApp. So you may want to just copy the link and send it that way. On the WhatsApp, they'll still get it, and you'll still get on the back end what they've been looking at. Okay. So let me just close that for a second, and it's going to open up here. Okay. So sorry, if we go back over here, I just wanted to make sure that when we were on the edit, yeah, if you go back to the actual alert and you're on the tab, the second alert in this situation, you also, instead of updating alert, once I click that, you can also say save and send, so that they receive it right away. So now they're not waiting for the next day. Like if you speak to someone and say, okay, let me send you some information, you want them to start receiving it right away, okay? I know a lot of people ask, like, well, what's the difference with Treb, with collaboration? They have that as well. They do have that. The only difference is you're not logging it this way. So you're not able to see what they viewed, what they liked, what they didn't like. I have another client in here, well, not really a client, but like a fake lead. Let me just pull it up for you guys so you can see. Oh, I hope it works. 1 second. Just so you can see what it looks like on the back end when they actually open up. Sure enough, it's going to be slow. I'm not sure why it's not pulling it up. Okay, that's okay. Let's just go back to Smith, but you'll be able to see on the back end when the arrow, the envelope is blue, and it's going to show that it's open. That's how you'll be able to see that the actual email was opened up by them and what they viewed. Okay. So let's say we want to now set up an active campaign. We can click over here where it says add, and we can pick a campaign. So I currently have 2 campaigns that I'm running, which is the just listed Mississauga and just listed Oakville. You can pick any campaigns depending on what you have already created. Again, this is something that's a little more advanced, so we'll get into this as we proceed with our future episodes. But if you want to see right away what this is all about, just go to my previous videos, and I'm sure they'll say something along the lines on how to create an active campaign. Market report. Okay, so market reports are great. What do market reports look like? Let's see if we have a market report here. New on the market. So this was a market report that was set up. Obviously, I did not open it because this is not a real email, but we can view what that report would look like, okay? So it says new on the market, new property for Mona Smith, So again, it would say new property for your client's first name and last name. You want to make sure that your client's first name and last name is correct. I know sometimes leads come in and they'll put their email. If that's the case, then it's just going to say new property for with that email address. Okay, so you want to make sure that you get that edited properly. And when you're inputting your contacts, you want to make sure that you've gone back to customize them to ensure that you have the correct first name and last name. The last thing you want is something that says like new property for like, you know, Vera Wax Lady, you know what I mean? Or something along those lines, because that just is not very nice if someone receives that. So anyway, so it says we found one property that matches your search criteria. Click here to see it, and then you can take a look at whatever the property is. So in this particular situation, there wasn't much properties. Usually there's a lot more than one, but if you go ahead and you click here, you can see what that property looks like. And that property is not available, so you cannot see that property. That's great. So I guess it's no longer available. It's sold. We are in a pretty hot market right now in the GTA. So yeah, you know, things are not going to last very long here. So let me just click over here. And here's another one with today's property alert, but that was through the search alert. If you wanted to see what that would look like, this is what it would look like here, where it says new properties, and then the homes will populate here. If the client wants to click on anything, they can. So let me just show you what it would look like if you clicked on it, because I do want you to see the back end for a second. So let's say I'm Mona Smith and I'm looking at this property. This is what they're looking at, okay? They're going to see Mona Smith, because Mona's a contact in here. So this is not Mona Karda. This is Mona Smith looking at this. I should have changed the name so it's not so confusing. Mona Smith can save things. She can put on alerts. She can say, contact me. She can contact Mona Karda if she wanted to click here, and she can also dial her this way as well. But what she's looking at is this property, single family home with the price, and agent would be myself here, since I'm the one who created it for her. But we do know that this property is not Mona Karda's listing, because it states here, listing provided courtesy of Royal LePage Real Estate Estates. Okay, so the data source is CREAT. That's how we got this information, through the Canadian Real Estate Association. Okay, so whatever your association is, wherever you live, that's what it's going to say for data source. General features, we'll talk about the properties, what it has, the amenities, property versus single family average, and so forth. So let's say we click on it here, and we can look at the pictures. Okay, we can view them. We can look at the virtual tour. We can share this on Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, print flyer. I'm not sure, I've never used that one. Property email alerts, request showing, ask an agent a question, or we can save it. Let's say Mona saves it. Okay, saved. Okay, so she saved it. I'm going to get out of here for a second, and we're going to give it just a second to refresh. Hopefully it will show what we've looked at. Yes, so everybody can see here. It actually shows you what Mona Smith looked at. So now I'm Mona Karda, the realtor, and I'm looking at this client's information, and I can see that on August the 31st at 10:34 a.m., Mona Smith was viewing this off her desktop, correct? And she also saved it, okay? So we can see here, saved this property. So now I know as an agent that, oh, she likes this one because she saved it. Now you're also going to get an alert. Like if you have the behavioral campaign set up, you will receive an alert through your smart number, a text saying that Mona Smith saved property 4172 Marigold Crescent, Mississauga. That way, you know, oh, I better give her a call and see, you know, if that's something she would like to see right away. We don't know how long it's going to last on the market, right? So I can do one of two things. I can literally pick up the phone from here and call right away and hit call now. I can log what we spoke about and I can schedule when our follow-up is going to be, or I can send her a quick text and just say, I saw that you were looking at this listing. Do you like this one? Do you want us to go take a look at it this weekend? Okay, so this is things that you can't do through collaboration if you do it through the through TREP. These are different functions that you can use and really benefit and have a little bit more of a personal touch with your clients. Okay, so you want this recorded on the timeline, because remember, now, never, nurture. Maybe this is a nurture lead and now 6 months have gone down the road. You don't remember what you spoke about on day one of 6 months ago, but I can literally scroll down and I can take a look and say, oh, okay, that's right. She was interested in this. Oh my goodness. Okay. And like, just, oh, we spoke a few times. And then after that, we never saw anything. Like, you'll have a great understanding of what your communication was with the person. So that's what the search alerts look like. They're fantastic, highly recommended. Everybody needs to be on one. You should call every single one of your leads, speak to them. And if they're not interested, if they say never, that's fine too. Say, would you like to know what's happening in your area for market reports, which is what I was getting into, and then I got sidetracked. But market reports. Okay, so how do you set up a market report, which is on the right-hand side here? You just click add and you pick your location. And you can also pick when you would like this to be sent out, this report, every 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, or 28 days, which would be monthly. I usually like to send it out if they say that they're not interested in buying anything right away, but sure, they like to know what's happening in their area and they want to be in the loop of what prices are going for. I would say, okay, let's send it every bi-weekly. If there's somebody who is, you know, fairly, like they're a little bit more closer, more interested in maybe buying something in the next 6 months, I would probably say weekly. But if they say, no, we're not in any rush, we're just curious, we just want to know what's going on, then 14 days. Okay, bi-weekly, pick the location. So in this situation, let's say Mona Smith also lives in Mississauga. So can click Mississauga. And I can click add. And I can also set up another location as well. So Mississauga was already set up. So I should have picked something else. So let me pick Oakville. Okay, so Oakville, and they'll receive it every 14 days. Yes, that's perfect. And you can see here on the left-hand side, subscribe to market reports for Oakville. And they can unsubscribe at any time. But hey, let them just receive these emails. Let them get this. Let them see what's going on in their area. Okay, you can set up as many as you like, but try not to set up too much because then it just gets confusing to people. Try to keep it consistent, like to the area that they live in and they want to sell their home. So that's what you would want to do here. You can also do, so listing valuation. So you can pick the property, search for the location and hit the unit. I haven't used this listing valuation just yet. And seller report, I'm not sure if they're using this in Canada or not, but I do know in the States they use both of these. Let me bookmark this part and I will find out some more information on it. But for now, really want everyone to focus on the property alerts and the market reports, okay? They need to know what's happening in their area. They need to know the house searches that they're looking for, you know, and just remember, just come in here and take a look to see how everything is panning out for them. What are they liking? What are they viewing? And see, you know, speak to them, have communication with them, call them. Calling is the best. If they don't answer your phone call, then send them a text, right? Because a lot of people, if they're in meetings or they're watching a Zoom or something, they'll still kind of respond to text messages. And then you can rate your lead. So remember in week 1 or episode 1, we were talking about the star rating here. So like you can have your own system. So if someone is eagerly interested in purchasing, they've signed a BRA with you, they're ready to go. They even, are debating to sign a listing agreement with you. I'd give them 5 stars. Like that's a super, super hot lead. If somebody is more of a nurture lead, maybe in about 3 to 6 months, I would still give them maybe a 4 star. And 3 star would probably be somebody who's looking into 6+. And 2 star is, I'm not really interested. I'm just gonna like kind of see what's happening. And 1 star could be, not interested really. I already have someone that I'm working with, or maybe no stars, depending on how you want to do it. This is something that I'm kind of playing around with too. So I haven't even figured out how I want to do it, but based on what I just said, I think I might just use that. So this is basically how you set up your search alerts and your market reports. And I will look into these too and make sure that this is something that you can use here in Canada, but I do know you can definitely use it in the States. I know we have Mary on. If Mary is on, can you please open up your mic and share with us your listing that you have? Mary, are you on?
Hi. Yeah, hi, Mona. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Good morning. Hi.
Good morning. Mary, can you share in the chat what the address is of your property?
Sure. The property is at 675 York Road in Dundas, Ontario.
York Road. Let's see if it pulls up. Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So this is Mary's property that's up for sale. Beautiful property. So Mary, did you want to talk a little bit about this beautiful property of yours?
Sure, I'll do a brief discussion on it. The property is located in Dundas, Ontario. It is 4.4 acres of property, and then it has this beautiful home on it that is a total of about 9,400 square feet. The property has got 7 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, a formal kitchen with a what they call a butler kitchen or a summer kitchen, where if you're entertaining, all your stuff can be done, all your prep stuff can be done there, and then to your guests. It's an unusual home in that it was built with a very specific taste. The floors are all marble. There's various designs in the floors. Ceiling height is 10 feet high. All the doors have been imported and they're all beautiful designs. It is a unique property, and it is really for someone who is willing to do a little bit of work to it because it does need a little bit of upgrading. Property was built in 2011. It is on municipal water, but it is on septic because it is out in the country. It's about 5 minutes from the highway, or less than that, from all major highways, and about 15 minutes from downtown Hamilton. That's about it. And, we're looking for some great buyers that are willing to put in a little bit of work on it. It's an impressive property. And it is 2.5 stories. There's also an attic that can be finished, and it would have an 8.5-foot ceiling in the attic, and you can actually make a beautiful recreation room there.
Very nice.
All hardwood flooring, yeah. So.
Yeah, go ahead, Mary.
That's it. All hardwood flooring, it's a very bright house, lots of windows, and wonderful acreage around it. So anybody who's looking for, a peace and quiet kind of in the country, but near the city, this is it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And is it okay for the agents to promote this
Absolutely.
property? Yeah.
Yes, please be my guests.
Wonderful. So guys, 675 York Road. This is the property address. When you go to listings on the left-hand side, you just want to enter that. And it will populate. And what you can do is you can go to more actions, and you can actually click here, and you can email to hashtag. So remember when I was doing for Mary Smith, or sorry, Mona Smith, I put down hashtag Mississauga. So if I wanted, let's say if I had a hashtag Hamilton, I could email this to that, all my leads in my system that have hashtag Hamilton, because I know they're interested in purchasing there. Or what I can do is I can grab this link, copy it, and go into my Smart CRM. And I would have to go to, let's say just buyers list. And I would have to click on here on this box. This is if I want to share it with my database. And I can go mass email, and I can go ahead and paste that link there. And then I can say, so this would be going out to 250 contacts on that page. Remember, each page has as many contacts. Hello, beautiful property listed in Hamilton, blah, blah, blah. Take a look at it. Or what I could do is, where's the property? 1 second. Let's go back. Okay, let's go here. Let me just write
75 you are. Yeah.
Thank you. Or what I can do is, so once I'm back on the actual listing again, I can, also take that same link and text it to all the contacts if I don't want to email. And I can also, Mary, you can generate a QR code for it, right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
So when people walk in, they can have that. Okay, great. So you can go ahead and post it to Facebook. You can boost the property by clicking boost property. And a little ad will populate for you, which is on the right-hand side here. This is what it would look like. You can pick an option that you want to pay for. This is done right through the system. Maybe 1 week, you want to pick $60. It's not very much. Check out at the bottom. Or you can just post it to Facebook and try and see if you can get some organic leads that come out of it, or just have, exposure to the property. A lot of agents look at other agents' social media. So, maybe it will bring a buyer to Mary, and you can go ahead and click whatever you want to click here, whatever you want to write. I'm pretty sure Mary has something nicely written here, and she does. You can just copy it, go back to your Facebook, and you can, paste that there. And you can go ahead and click share on the page you manage. Okay. And there you go. And just that one bar at the bottom that says post here, click that, and it will automatically go on to your business page on your Facebook. Okay. You can also do other great things by, creating a landing page, creating a squeeze page, but we can get into all that a little later on. So thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. And let's try to bring you a buyer for this gorgeous property.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, love to have one.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, guys, that kind of completes the session. So I'm going to go ahead